Over the past decade, trucks have had an ever-increasing impact on the American psyche. Trucks have always been around in one way or another, and we'll always rely on them to carry what we need to where we need it. And the outrageous motorsports that have grown up around trucks are gaining thousands of new fans every day. But do you know which trucks have had a more profound effect on the way we use trucks than any others? Believe it or not, it's the minivan. More and more Americans are turning to the minivan as a practical and stylish alternative to the traditional station wagon as a way to carry themselves, their families, and their belongings from place to place. In fact, last year, over 850,000 minivans were sold in the United States, and more are expected to be sold this year. How and where was the minivan born? Well, just about everyone agrees that the Chrysler Corporation lit the minivan fuse in November of 1983, when Chrysler Chairman Lee Iacocca made the announcement.
I said station wagon, or garageable van, or bus, or truck, or whatever you want. It is going to make automotive history.
The recipe for the first minivans was simple and has really changed very little over the years. You start with a Chrysler front-wheel drive platform, the very same one you'll find under any number of standard production Chrysler K cars. And then a roomy van-type unibody is mated to it. Simple, but clever. Dr. David Cole, a transportation specialist at the University of Michigan, says the timing for minivans was dead on.
There's no question that this vehicle was the right idea at the right time. For years, I think there were those that suggested we ought to have a vehicle like this. Why didn't somebody do it? And it really took Chrysler to execute and pull it together in the package that they put together with the minivan.
Minivans have definitely maintained an American dominance in the global community. Although manufacturers like Mazda have jumped onto the minivan wagon with its MPV, and the folks at Toyota have joined the minivan turf battle with their futuristic Previa. But 9 out of 10 minivans built today are made in America, not only by Chrysler, but also General Motors, with its swoopy Chevy Lumina, Pontiac Transport, and the somewhat identical Oldsmobile Silhouette, which you see here. And Ford offers its Aerostar minivan. 3/4 of all minivan owners live in the suburbs or small towns, and all of the ones we spoke to say they love their family truckster.
This is the third minivan that we've owned. I have a wife, three children, and it gets us to do what we want to do when we want to do it.
You're not so much with your parents. You're pretty much in your own world back here.
The reason we purchased this vehicle is its versatility.
With children this age in here, I take half of a team everywhere I go, between basketball teams, soccer teams, dancers. I do it all.
Why have minivans been a virtual sellout item since they first hit the streets? In fact, in their first year of production, many car dealers across the country couldn't keep up with the demand. Jack Neerad, editor of Motor Trend magazine, offers his opinion.
I think minivans are a bastion of the domestic industry because they're so utilitarian. They do so many good things for so many people. People can immediately see in a minivan a vehicle that'll do many things for them. It'll carry a lot of people, it'll carry a lot of cargo, it's very adaptable, it's comfortable like a car, and yet it'll haul things like a van. It's just a very utilitarian kind of vehicle. At the same time, it provides some style. It's not mundane like a truck would be.
Bob Lutz, the president of the Chrysler Corporation, says the minivan is just the result of seeing a hole in the marketplace and filling it.
As full-size American sedans and station wagons downsized, it quickly emerged that the minivan was by far the most space-efficient or shadow area-efficient way that you could still have a large family vehicle in the United States.
The minivan concept is ever evolving, with product planners and engineers tweaking and tuning the present versions of minivans and moving on to the next level. But Dick Winter, product planning chief at Chrysler, says his customers have told them what not to do.
Do not change the package. Do not change the size of the vehicle. Keep it so that we can see the front end. Do not radically change the exterior.
Lots of attention, and rightly so, has been given to foreign automakers in recent years for their ingenuity and creativity of design. But the minivan is concrete proof that an American idea, when executed properly, can hold its own against the best that the other guys can come up with.